Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm in the same outfit, still doing some pre-recording. Today, are you guys ready for some magazine flip throughs? Feels like it's been a minute since I've done these. So I have two. I have an Annie's Pattern Club. It's the year and month I was born, November, October 85. Then I have one that has the cover still on it, so that's gonna be a surprise. So yeah, get a project or get you something to drink or something to munch on, and we're gonna flip through these magazines. So let's do this bigger one first, the Crochet World. It is Easter, April 91. Cool. Very, very cute. That is very pretty. Look at those big old ears. Best bouncing bunny booties. Say that 5 times fast. That's cute. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and just, well, no, I'm going to leave that on there. Easy crochet patterns that really work. I don't know what these are. Oh, you can buy the kits. I see. Oh, okay. So we have add the index, editorial. Oh, we start right off with the crochet questions. I love doing these. These are fun, especially whenever you get some really insightful things. I'm going to pause. I have like a frog in my throat, and I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to cough really hard off camera to see if I can't get rid of it. I'll be right back. Okay, a little bit better. All right, so she says, from pot holders to plant pokes this time. What is a plant poke? What is a plant poke? Is that like some kind of a decoration that is on like a stick that you'd poke into a plant? I am so sorry. My throat is, it doesn't hurt. It just feels like something's in there. Anyway, from pot holders to plant pokes this time. Read on for some interesting ideas to apply to your own crochet projects. We will. All right, so the first question. I love making crocheted pot holders, but even when I make them double thickness with back and front sections, they just don't offer enough protection when handling really hot pots and dishes. Have you any ideas that might help without making them too bulky? Answer. Try insulating your pot holders by inserting a piece of quilt batting between the back and front sections before you crochet them together. Quilt batting comes in many thicknesses. Choose the best one for your needs. Trace around your finished pot holder section on tissue paper. Cut out the shape and use it as a pattern to cut the batting. Be sure to cut it slightly smaller than your crocheted section. Assemble sandwich style and sew or crochet both sections together as you normally would. You will have a nicely insulated pot holder that will hold its shape and serve admirably. That's a good idea. I think I have some. Actually, is quilt batting, does it's there's an iron on option too, right? I think that's what I have, is the one that's iron on. Okay, so the next question. I want to work a crocheted edge on a knitted sweater. What is the best way to do this? Assemble your knitted sweater, working from right to left with the right side of your work facing you. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch on the bound off or cast on edge, or single crochet in the spaces of the front or side edges. Works 3 single crochet at the corners. Yeah, so that's just she's telling you how to create the base or the foundation part, and then you work this whatever kind of border you want off of that foundation start. She's actually giving a pattern, so that's why I don't want to read it all, because I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm going to skip that. Okay, so another question. I've crocheted a lovely blouse from Lily's Sugar and Cream yarn and have gotten a stain on it. I use a pre-wash cleaner in my regular laundry and it works wonders. Is it safe to use a pre-wash cleaner on my crocheted blouse? Yes. Answer, yes. Pre-treating spots and stains with one of the good pre-wash products on the market today will prevent permanent staining. Wet the spot first, then apply the pre-wash cleaner to the stained area, full strength from the bottle. Don't rub or scour the stain, since all you will accomplish is stretching and distorting the yarn fiber. Pre-wash products eliminate the need to scrub, which should never be done on a crocheted article, so resist the urge. Let your blouse stand for a few minutes and then wash as usual. It might be helpful to apply the pre-wash cleaner to the wrong side of the stained surface. Doing so forces the stain out of the way it came in rather than pushing it further into the fiber before releasing it. The results may be a cleaner stain removal. Always wash crocheted articles inside out. This helps prevent pilling and helps your garments hold their shape. Good luck. That's pretty. I never thought of even like normal clothes. I have an itch on my toe. I never thought of doing that inside out. You know, putting the stain remover on the inside to push the stain out. I never thought of that before. Okay, this seems like a good one. I'm fairly new at crocheting and am anxious to try my hand at a few ideas of my own, but some things are confusing. Can you explain the difference in ply of the various yarns? Can you give me a general idea of how many stitches per inch I can expect for the different weight yarns? It would help me in choosing yarn for my projects. Answer. Yarn strands can be 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply, or 4 ply, etc. Each strand of yarn is made up of single units twisted together. 1 ply consists of 1 unit of yarn, 2 ply, 2 units twisted together, 3 ply consists of 3 units, and so on. The more units of yarn in the strand, the greater the ply. The greater the ply, the thicker the yarn. The thicker the yarn, the fewer stitches per inch. Generally, 1 to 2 ply sock or fingering yarn will give you 8 stitches per inch. 2 ply baby yarn will give you 7 stitches per inch. 2 or 3 sport weight yarn will give you 6 per inch. 4 ply knitting worsted weight will give you 5 stitches per inch. Good luck with your projects. I don't necessarily know if I 100% agree with that. I guess if she's assuming that you're going to use the hook that yarn recommends. Because to me, it's going to depend, 1, on your tension, 2, the hook you're using, 3, the stitch that you're using in that inch. You know what I mean? I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. Okay, the next question. I recently saw some bargain yarn which was marked no dye lot on the label. Does that mean that I won't have to worry about matching yarn if I buy more later? That would be great. Sorry, the way that's worded right here, or not worded, but written, it went from like 2 words, or 3 to 2 to 1, so that's why I read it like that. The answer. There's no such thing as a bargain yarn. This one could be a really expensive bargain. There is no way that yarn will be of uniform color after different dyeings. After consulting with several top manufacturers, I can tell you that this claim is misleading. All yarn differs from dye lot to dye lot. Your bargain yarn may come close, but in the long run, you are better off with a reputable company, dye lots and all. The no dye lot variety will show a difference, especially after washing a few times. You put a lot of time and care in your crochet projects. Stick to the tried and true and you'll never go wrong. Don't be fooled. While the top manufacturers continue to use dye lots, you can be certain there's a very good reason. I don't think that's what she meant by bargain. I think what she meant was just on sale, maybe. I agree with the dye lot part. Even if it says no dye lot, if you buy one skein of that yarn and you use it in a project like 2 years from now, and you're like, dang it, you know, run to Walmart and grab a skein of this, you know, green, what is this? This hunter green Red Heart Super Saver, and right there it says no dye lot. Can you see that? Right there. I would not believe that. That could be 2 to 3 times shades lighter or darker by the time you go back to Walmart to grab that yarn. So even if the skein does say no dye lot, I would not believe that. Not for a second. And even if that, you know, let's say I'm wrong and that is the case, that it actually has no dye lot, and maybe 2 to 3 years from now it will be the same. The texture will be different. The thickness will be different. A really, really good example of what I'm talking about is Red Heart Super Saver White. And I know this for just off the top of my head. Used to be, like, everybody knows in your stash of yarn, you have plenty of white. So I have, like, you know, several skeins of white. So I have older ones and the newer ones. Well, the older ones, I can't remember exactly where they were made. And I've used them since then, were a nice, sturdy, their words, tried and true 4-weight yarn. And then I was in the middle of the last skein that I had that was like that, and I knew I needed more. So the next time I went to Walmart, I picked up another one, and that Red Heart Super Saver White, you know, same as it's always been, was completely different. It was much more I don't know how I want to explain that. I don't want to say thinner, but it was almost as though it was not wound as tight, maybe, or like twisted as tight. So it was very easy to, you know, get your hook snagged in, or, you know, split the yarn. And it had just the tiniest bit of halo on it. Where the other one, the older one I had, you know, it was beautiful, sturdy 4-weight yarn. Where this was very, you could tell it was more cheaply made. And it wasn't like the first, you know, the ones I had that were older. So I would definitely suggest, know what you want to make your project, what project you want to make. Get enough yarn plus a skein or 2 more, just in case. I always do that. That's why I have so much yarn. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. So the bright idea on here is where it talks about the flower poke. Is that what it said? Yeah. Or no, plant poke. Plant poke. It says Miss Blank Blank from Peoria, Illinois, which is, you know, let's see, about 2 hours north of me, has a bright idea for brightening houseplants. Save your yarn scraps. It takes only minutes to turn those snippets of brightly colored yarn into pretty posies to decorate your planters. Crochet simple flowers. Then in parentheses it says flower-shaped patterns are readily available in stores. Glue to dowel or popsicle sticks. Add a small yellow pom-pom for the center and you will have a whole crop of pretty plant pokes to dress up your houseplant. Sounds great. Thanks. That was cute. Glue to dowel rods or popsicle sticks. Add a pom-pom. you'll have a whole crop of pretty plant pokes. I like that. Oh, wow. This is an ad. This is an ad in the middle of it for a lot of the dolls that and the patterns that I crochet dresses for, and I have one of them. I didn't crochet it. I found it in an antique, or actually I think it was a thrift store. And it looks just like her. It's that one. She's way at the top of this shelf that I can't reach, and I'm not going to grab her right now, but I have that. And then it shows the little music box that you put in the back. Some of these old, like, 80s, was it mid to late 80s, early 90s? These dolls that, I don't have one next to me, sometimes they'll have a hole in the back, like that right there, and that's the little music piece that you would push on the back, and it'd play a tune. Actually, I think one of the Santas that Jean gave me, maybe, has one in it, or oh, I don't remember. I think I have one. I don't know. Anyway, and then look at this one. I have her. I found her at an antique store. And she's way up there. Actually, I think I can just grab her the pattern, because I have the pattern to make her, and then I found her at an antique mall. So I have them setting together on my shelf, and I can get the pattern real easy. Yep. That's her. Oh, I closed it. Oops. That's so cool. I'll set that over there so I can put it back. And then they have the Dumpling Doll series that I did. This is the Lollipop Lane. And the patterns were $1.43 a piece. But the heads... Oh, you got the doll head, the hands, for $2.13 a piece. But there's the ad for it. If you're just watching this and you haven't seen, I actually bought both the Lollipop Lane and the Cupcake Corner. Is that what it was? I think. And I made all of them. They're 12 in each set. I found them, you know, I think that took me like 2 months to find all of the heads that I needed and all of the patterns from each series, and I made all of them. I'm very proud of that set. Okay, so now we actually get into the patterns they made in the book. So the first thing we have is Easter Bunny Baby Afghan. This is the pattern of the month, and it is very, very cute. It is, looks like blocks, maybe? Oh, panels, yeah. And it's single crocheted, and then the other one looks like it's just doubles and chains. But it's color work. And try to cover her. It's very cute. So then on the other page, it has an ad where you can buy... Oh, that's pretty. Sorry, I looked ahead. But on the other page, it has a little ad where you can buy Oh, hello. Where you can buy mile a minute patterns. And you know, that is one pattern I have never done. A mile a minute pattern. And they're really pretty. Well, this one is mile a minute. That's just a granny square. And that I recognize as, that is a Tunisian crochet hook pattern. And I know that because I have that pattern. This caught my attention. For the I feel like I say this a lot for those of you that don't know. So one of my favorite patterns is a pineapple pattern. I love pineapples. And look at this. It's a pineapple apron. That is awesome. That is very pretty. So a lot of the times when we're at antique malls or thrift stores or whatnot, and I find things that are crocheted, a lot of the times I find these crocheted aprons, but I've never seen that one before. I like that a lot. And it looks like it's a striped thread worked around it for the border. Very, 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 very pretty. So I'm just sitting here thinking, I would, if I make this, or if I were to make this, I would never wear it as an apron. I would somehow try to, well, I would, it depends how the pattern's written. I would make this the entire length of the tie. And then when you tied it around, it looked like a skirt. I think that would be very cute. And then just add ties somehow around the back, you know. But I'd wear it over like maybe black leggings or something. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, so, oh, here's the crochet potpourri. And this time it has the definition. What is crochet potpourri? Potpourri, a mixture of flowers, herbs, and spices used for scent, a miscellaneous collection, medley, a means by which crocheters swap ideas, information, friendship squares, and generic pattern requests. So I won't read every single one of these. I'm going to go through just a few. Oh, wow, here's one that's close to where I live. Carbondale, Illinois. So that's about 2 hours, hour and a half. No, that's not right. I think it's like 2 hours south of it, south of me. So this is from, and let me know in the comments if any of the places that I say is close to where you guys are. So Carbondale, Illinois is close to me. So we have searching for pattern for a butter bowl doll that is no longer available in print. It was printed by Mangelsons 6 or 7 years ago. Any help would be much appreciated as I make them, among other things, for Christmas and birthday gifts for needy kids. This is from Boardman, Michigan. Butter bowl doll. Interesting. I want to know what that is. I wrote that down because I'm going to Google that. Because what is the deal there? So the first thing that comes in my mind that a butter bowl doll is a air freshener doll that used to sit on those old Renewsit air fresheners. But that, oh man, I don't know why I keep doing that. But I don't think that would work. That wouldn't fit in a butter bowl. Well, maybe a butter bowl from the 90s. Anyway, that's very interesting. I want to know what that is. So this is from Reno, Nevada. This is, for years I have been searching for an Afghan pattern consisting of pansy motifs and a trivet pattern crocheted over bottle caps to resemble a bunch of grapes. Oh, you know how many times I see those in antique stores? And I've never bought one. So it's similar to this. This is actually crocheted over, I think it's milk jug lids. and it's a clown. I can't take him off. I've got something over the top of him, but it's a clown. But what they do is they'll take little like soda bottle, well, no, not soda bottle, like glass bottles, so like beer bottle caps, and they'll crochet over the around it. Not a So like if this is the, wish I had something that I could use better as a better example. So I know this is not a Coke or a beer bottle cap, but like if this was the cap, they would crochet, you know, like this over it, and then close the back and put it all together in like a purple, and then crochet leaves and stuff, and it makes like a bunch of grapes. And I always see these in antique stores, and I never bought one. I should buy one, but a lot of the times they're overpriced. Anyway, also interested in easy to intermediate level patterns for slippers, boots, bed jackets, like a robe, Afghans, golf club covers, and unique gifts for men and women. I have tons of patterns to trade. Would love to hear from you. So that is from Reno, Nevada. This one is from Garrett, Indiana. Garrett. I have lost my Leisure Arts leaflet number 106 for fisherman knit mittens, scarves, and maybe a sweater done in crochet. Will gladly pay for a copy. So this one is from Littleton, Colorado. It says, I'm searching for a poncho, some call them capes, pattern for a 6-year-old. I have about 100 crochet books, but no cape patterns in any of them. Any help would be appreciated. This one's from Ontario, Canada. Hello, ladies. Would anyone like to exchange crochet patterns with me? Let's build up our collections one page for one page. I would also like to join a round robin for crochet patterns if anyone has one. We'll swap FBs and would like a BD twin for March 7, 1960. Oh, and would like a birthday twin for March 7th, 1960. Is that what that means? We'll swap FBs. I don't know what FBs are. Will you guys let me know in the comments if you know what that means? Like it's capital F, capital B, apostrophe S. We'll swap FBs. And would like a BD twin. So I'm assuming since it's followed by March 7th, 1960, that means birthday twin. But let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, so this one is from Jackson Heights, New York. I am looking for pen pals and 6-inch granny friendship squares. I'm 51 years old, have 2 daughters, am a grandmother, and I work part-time. Send squares and letters. Will return squares and answer all. It is super cold in here, and my hands are cold, and my nose is cold, and it's running. We are refusing to turn on our upstairs heat. Anyway, okay, so this one is from Tamal, Tamal, California. I have been trying to locate a girl's bikini bathing suit pattern for some time now. Would appreciate any help in finding pen pals. Okay, so this is Goodyear, Arizona. Readers interested in writing to a prisoner who crochets to pass the time and would like to tat, but needs some basic tatting instructions, may write to blank blank number 41692, San Quinn Unit number 28. Okay. Underneath it, there's an editor's note that says blanks. So I'm just going to insert a name. I'm just going to use my husband's name. Matt. It's prisoner number 41692, San Quinn Unit 28 from Goodyear, Arizona. And then the editor's note says, Matt's long letter said that he had no one left on the outside who could supply him with crochet patterns and materials. He is self-taught and would also like crochet pen pals to ask for pattern help from time to time. That's about the interesting crochet potpourri I have ever read. Could you imagine? I don't know. And back then, I don't know. I got a hair. I don't know where it went. Back then, I don't know if I would have written him or not. Today, no, absolutely not. Times have changed. There is no way I would write somebody in. Okay, moving on. The next one is from Beach Bluff, Tennessee. Says, have been searching desperately for a pineapple chair set that has a back piece and 2 arm pieces. Will gladly pay. This one is from Lafayette, Tennessee. I would like a pattern, will pay, for a crocheted basket for a towel set. I'm 71 and still keep both veggie and flower gardens. I stay very busy with my quilts and other handwork. I am never bored. And then, oh, it's continued on page 57. This is going to be a long one. I may just end up doing one and then doing the other book I showed you in another one. Okay, so the next one is from LaPorte City, Iowa. Laporte. It says, trying to find a crocheted stocking pattern that resembles an 18-wheeler truck. The pattern can be only the tractor, or it could be the whole semi. That's an interesting request. And then we continue on this. It says, this one's from Roslyn, New York. Roslyn, Roslyn, New York. Need help in finding a wedding cake pattern that is used to collect cards and money at a wedding reception. That is an awesome idea. I like that. And then the last one is Bend, Oregon. Like many of your readers, I have been crocheting since I was 16. I was taught by a close friend of my mother. I'm 37 and the mother of 3 girls and 3 boys. Holy cow. I have zillions of patterns and would like to organize them, but have no idea where to start. Looking for patterns for the 11.5-inch fashion dolls, not to be confused with Barbies, and a log cabin crocheted Afghan. What is a round robin and how does one join 6-inch Granny Square Friendship Afghan Club? That's pretty cute. So off the top of my head, I knew what a round robin was, but now I don't remember. And the reason I said what I said about the not Barbie is because a couple of videos ago I had mentioned to you guys that Mattel had sent me an email saying that if I didn't change the name of the not Barbie patterns I have in Etsy, they were going to sue me. I was like, okay. This was when the Barbie movie came out. So I think what they probably did was hire people to just sit and scour the internet to find anything that had Barbie in the name. I so badly wanted to put on there, not Barbie crochet dress. Anyway, so the next thing they have, next pattern they have in here is really cute. It is a wishing well planter. Look at that. That is really cute. So I instantly just think how cute it would be to not have it as a planner, but have, the thing that pops in my mind is at Dollar General, they have the chip aisle, and then in the middle of the chip aisle, they have that little shelf with the different dips. I think one of them is like cheese or something. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like that same size. And then you could crochet, you know, the base around that, and then the wishing well part, and then, but keep that glass empty, and then every time your kids or grandkids or whatnot come over, that you can put change in that, and then they'll hear it clink on the glass every time, you know, like maybe it's a cussing jar, and every time you say a cuss word in front of them, you got to go put a quarter in it or something. So that's what my mind instantly goes to. So here we have a pine cone collar. I'm not a fan of these. To me, that looks like a bunch of grapes, not a pine cone. Anyway, on the next page, there is an ad for old-time crochet heirloom patterns. I think it's a magazine. Yeah, it's a magazine. Anyway, at the bottom, they have something that caught my eye. I am a big Sunbonnet Sue fan and overall Sam, and I think that's adorable. Okay, so next, we have, it just says Easter. So we have the bunny booties. We have, celebrate the theme of Easter as you crochet these delightfully perky projects. Give them as gifts, make several for a bazaar, or simply brighten your own collection, whatever your motivation. Show them clockwise. Bunny button ears, lamb potty peeker, Katie duck, and bunny booties. Lamb potty peeker, like potty as in Pottie, like you go potty, and then peeker like it's peeking. I'm excited to find out what that is. But anyway, here they are. So this is the bunny button ears. That's why it has huge ears like that. That's adorable. And I see it. That's toilet paper, right? Coming out of that lamb. I think that's toilet paper. And then you have the little bunny booties. And Katie duck. I don't see a duck. No, there's not a duck in the picture. But anyway. Could you imagine like a 13 to like 18-month-old running through the house with these on? That is so adorable. That's, oh man, that is so cute. And I would have to add a squeaker to the bottom, so it was like squeak, 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 squeak. I love kids. Anyway, I love babies. So pattern. Ooh, here's a second place pattern of the month winner. It's a boy sweater, and it has a very pretty design. I don't know what my eyes want to go to, the blue bar or the white triangles. He's got a cute face. Okay, this is pretty. So we have two Afghans. It says crochet our easy to make pastel squares and EIRE eerie Afghans for a brand new baby or to give to a special senior citizen. Either will love a new colorful cuddly warm Afghan, and you'll love making them because they're quick and easy. I don't know what that word is. This one right here. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section. I don't, or even if it, because So obviously the pastel squares, I know which one that one is, but the other one has shamrocks on it. So I wonder if that word means something to do with Irish or shamrocks or St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, so here are the two Afghans. So, you know, obviously we know that's the pastels, but this is the one that's E-I-R-E. Man, is that pretty. And look at that border. I think that is just front post, back post, single crochets. That's, I want to know. So you make the squares, assemble the squares. So what you do is to work that border. Well, let me go back to the main picture so I'm not showing you the pattern accidentally. So what you would do, crochet your squares, stitch them together however you want to, and then on the right side of your Afghan in a corner, you attach your yarn, crochet out so many, and then work back, attach to the body, and then attach to the body, come out, come back, attach. And that's what they're telling you to do, is go back and forth, back and forth. Okay, I'm all mixed up. Here we go. And it's giving you a, what is this? I think it's giving you, I don't see what this, so at the bottom, I think it's showing you, you know, you can make little swatches to practice how to do that, the border, I guess, but it doesn't say that anywhere that I can see. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, why? Anyway, all right, so we will go on to the next. Okay, here is the lamb potty peeker. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Hi, welcome to the world of potty peekers. If you have not already, you guys should just say potty peekers. If that doesn't make you smile. For those of you who don't know what a potty peeker is, it's a characterization of a person or an animal, especially for the bathroom. It's also a dispenser for bathroom tissue. So toilet paper, right? This is Lillian Lamb. Lillian is of English origin, meaning flower. She has a bad habit of picking flowers from Farmer John's flower patch. Watch for Elsie the cow in a future issue of Crochet World. That is adorable to me. And I'm just, in my mind, I'm thinking, how... I don't think it would be very easy to pull the toilet paper out of the... Oh, okay. It says notes. Work with double strands of yarn. Okay, 2. Leaving tissue paper outer wrapper on, remove the center cardboard roll from the toilet paper. So that's how, okay. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, that's not going to come out very easy when you're working, you know, you're pulling it from the outside of the roll. But this is pulling from the inside. That's adorable. I love that. Okay. So next we have the International Dolls. This is Miss Philippines. And like I always say whenever I read these, if this I have no idea if this information that I'm getting ready to read that it gives on the Philippines is correct. I haven't the slightest clue. It says the Republic of the Philippines is an archipelago of about 7,100 islands in the Pacific Ocean. Once a colony of Spain in 1898, the Philippines became a U.S. possession in 1946. This is worded so weird, it throws me off. I'm sorry. Once a colony of Spain in 1898, the Philippines became a U.S. possession, period. In 1946, the Philippines gained independence and became a leading Asiatic democracy. There are approximately 80 languages in the Philippines. Wow, I didn't know that. But most Filipinos speak one of about 10 major dialects. In 1937, Tagalog, often called Filipino, was chosen as the national language of the country. The Philippines is the only country in Asia that has a Christian majority, a direct result of Spanish rule in the island during the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. The Philippines is an agricultural country raising rice, corn, copra, dried coconut meat. I feel like I should have read it like this. The Philippines is an agricultural country raising rice, corn, copra, and then in parentheses, dried coconut meat, and sugar cane and abaca. Anyway, this is Miss Philippines. She's cute. I love the yellow. And I'm going to hold this up and show you guys the words that I have no idea what they mean. Right there. And then here's the stuff at the bottom. No idea what that means or what that is. But she's very pretty. Oh, here is Katie the Duck. This is cute. This is totally off topic, but change the eyes to big black eyes, take off the bonnet, and it looks like Howard the Duck. If you guys know who Howard the Duck is. That is adorable. Okay, pattern, stitch guide. Interesting. So in the last video that I filmed, let's see the Chatting with Alana, I was showing you guys a Christmas tree, a loop stitch Christmas tree that I'm working on for a tutorial. The stitch guide has a loop stitch. I guess you could say tutorial. It's a picture. It says insert hook in stitch. Wind yarn from back to front over finger or piece of cardboard as shown. That is not how I do it, or how I'm doing it, but that's interesting. If you guys want to pause the video and look at that. That is neat. Okay, sorry. It's 50 minutes already and I'm not through this yet. This is a Country Treasures Geese in Flight, which is a quilt pattern, a placemat, and a napkin ring. So that's cute. You can see the little napkin ring right there. Right? That's a quilt block, right? Or flying geese. Yeah, it's flying geese for a quilt, but this says geese in flight. But I think it looks like that. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Here's some pot holders, which is a lot of color work. Well, one of them I recognize as a pinwheel quilt block. That one. And that looks like a flower, maybe. Then you got these two. Oh, yeah, it says quilt squares pot holders. Crocus. I bet that's the flower. Roman stripe. Windmill. And spinning star. Oh. So here is a the grid to make them, and then it shows that's the windmill, that's the spinning star, that's the Roman stripe, and then that's the crocus. I see. I was close. Ooh, I got real dark. Almost done, guys. I know. Storybook Classic. Man, I wish they didn't give black and white pictures because you can't tell what it is. But this says Storybook Classic. A little girl runs over the river and into the woods to visit her grandma wearing the beautiful outfit that grandma designed for her. The outfit consists of a hooded full-length cape and a red and white dress to celebrate many of our holidays, and an added basket to remind us of our traditional fairy tale, Little Red Riding Hood. Although there aren't any wolves involved with this outfit, the added lining material is optional, but it does result in a richer, more perfect garment a more perfect garment, and also prevents any sagging or stretching. But it's a black and white picture, and it doesn't show it in color anywhere that I've seen yet, and that's aggravating to me because that would be beautiful. Look at the dress and the cape and the matching basket. Could you imagine one of my walking dolls in that? That would be so cute. Ah, and I have a... Is Little Red Riding Hood blonde? I think she's blonde. I have a blonde one. All I'd have to do is just change the yarn weight and change the hook. It doesn't say a size. Like, you know, excuse me, crochet to, you know, fit 2 to 4-year-old or something like that. It doesn't say that. It says cape length from beading row to lower edge is 25 inches. Lower skirt from waist down is 12. Chest is 23. Shoulder 20. That's all it said. Oh, underarm to waist is 5 inches. I bet that would fit. That is so stinking cute to me. Look at that. I want to make it. Okay. We got to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We have this is a really good edition of Crochet World. So this is Granny's favorite. It's a doll with a dress, a granny square dress, a hat, and a little bag in her hand. And then this is the only pictures it shows. Look at the little... Oh, wait a minute. So this is like an overdress, or is this just like a completely different dress? But it looks like she's got her hand in her pocket. And the crocheted eyes are very interesting to me. So it has head, facial features. Then it goes on to a different pattern. These are placemat panches. I don't know how to pronounce that word. P-A-N-A-C-H-E. Panchet, I don't know. But they're really pretty placemats. Sorry if I was just off focus. I didn't even pay attention to that. Just a simple yellow center on this one. The white petals and then maybe green or something around. Very spring. It's a snap beanbag bear. £1 package of dried beans or lentils. And that's what you stuff him with. That's cute. See a little beanbag bear. I want to get back to the that doll because I want to know if it has 2 different dresses or if that's like a little over jacket over the dress. Okay, so now it's just pattern, pattern, pattern. Okay, so we have the body, legs, slippers, arms, hair, slip, trim, bib square, dress, sleeve. So it's just like a slip for under the dress. Okay. Cute. Pattern of the month contest. Write your patterns into Hinker, New Hampshire. And then it says Craft Yarn Council of America. Ever use 4-ply acrylic worsted weight yarn to tie and stake flowers or vegetables? If you ever have, you've been... Okay. Add. That is it, guys. Yeah. Holy cow, this is an hour long. I think most of them that I do are an hour long. But, yeah, this was Crochet World, April 1991. I am really want to do that dress and cape and turn my blonde walking doll into Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, that'd be so cute. Okay, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss what's next. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.